Hello and welcome to the 7th video in the War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave EXVIUS Beginner Series. My name is Justin. I am the Community Manager for War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave EXVIUS. If you have made it this far, you've likely conquered a lot in War of the Visions, and you're looking to do even more. Well, in this video, I will go over the Farplane, which is where many of the limited events, special quests, and more take place in War of the Visions. You will be spending a lot of time in this area, so let's see what's going on. Let's head into the Farplane area by tapping it from the main menu. When you're looking at the main Farplane screen, there are a few different areas that you can go to. I briefly mentioned the Beast's Den before, but let's have a look at the rest. Events is where you'll take on any current events in War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave EXVIUS. Multi is where you can team up with other players to tackle events or other missions. These often yield greater rewards than running the missions by yourself. Porcelain Tower and Raids are likely two areas in the Farplane that might not be available when checking because they are limited and become available from time to time. When they are available, you'll be able to enter them by tapping them. Finally, you'll see Selection Quests. Selection Quests are special quests where you are only able to use units of a specific element, but also offer a free UR when completing these missions. Alright, with that covered, let's go into the events section I mentioned and start to see more. When you go into the events section, you'll see three different tabs at the top: Limited, Day Training, and Key Quests. For now, let's take a look at the Limited section. As you can see on my screen, there are a few different quests available. These quests are all limited and will change every week or every few weeks. They are special quests and collaboration quests. There's oftentimes multiple events running concurrently, so it's important to take advantage of them while they're available. It is common for the limited event quests to offer unique rewards, such as equipment recipes, as well as EXVIUS and other useful rewards. If you need specific materials or more event items, be sure to do it while they're available. Doing events in War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave EXVIUS is one of the best ways to obtain powerful equipment that you can craft among many other items. As I mentioned, there are always new events, rewards, equipment, and more being made available, so be sure to keep an eye on the notices section of the game to see the latest news for the week. Now, if we check out the Day Training tab, you'll see another list of quests available. These quests are always present and offer you materials needed for many different parts of the game, such as unit experience cubes, gill snappers, growth eggs, pots, etc. These items are used to enhance your units, vision cards, equipment, and a lot more in War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave EXVIUS. The quests I just mentioned all have a daily limit that you can complete them, with a few of them having the limit removed on the weekend. If you're in need of these items, it's best to do them as much as possible. Other than the enhancement items, there are Esper quests, Awakening quests, and job material quests. Depending on what you need at the time, this is the place you'll want to go to gather all the needed materials. On the third tab, we have Key Quests. These are all unique quests that become available if you use this specific key. At the top of the list, you'll see Affinity Resonance quests. Running this quest will give a good boost to your Esper Resonance and unit affinity levels that I've talked about in a previous video. Next on the list, you'll see the JP Reward quest. If you have the proper key, you can unlock it and run that quest one time to earn lots of JP for your units. One quick note, if you are looking to gain JP for your units, it is recommended that you use Overlight when clearing quests, especially during this JP Reward quest, as it will provide a significant boost to the JP that you require. Let me go into details on how to do that really quickly. On the party selection screen, before you embark on the quest, you can go into the battle settings in the bottom left. Once in that menu, scroll down and turn on Use JP Acquisition Up item. Now that this setting is turned on, every time you tap Embark, you'll see a new window asking you to choose which Overlight to use for which units. Please note that if you plan on running a quest multiple times, use the corresponding amount of Overlight when choosing. Okay, back on the key quests. Some of the other quests available are for materials and recipes. If you unlock any of the quests with a challenge key, they're available for 3 days, so you'll have time to run the quests to earn the items that you need. These quests will use energy for each run. After that, it will lock and you'll need to unlock it again if you would like more items. At the very bottom, you have Magicite quests, which reward Magicite to be used when enhancing your espers. Alright, that should do it for the key quest section. Now that we've covered some of the types of events that are in the game, you may want to take a look at Multi. As the name implies, you can run missions with fellow players instead of using your own party of units. Tapping on the Multi brings you to the Multi area where you'll be able to select a quest. The list of quests available should look familiar because many of the quests there also appear in the event section that I just showed you. It can often be more advantageous to take on quests in Multi rather than your own for a few reasons. If you decide to make a room and invite other players to assist you, you'll receive a bonus reward when finishing the quest and receiving the rewards. When creating a room and running a quest, please keep in mind that it will cost you energy to run the quest. However, if you decide to join another player's room, it will not cost you any energy to run the quest. It can be useful to run Multi due to the enhanced rewards, and it may even be easier for you to take on the quests with Multi than on your own. If you're a newer player and you don't have a full party of strong units yet, running Multi is a good way to gain valuable rewards. Another thing worth mentioning is each event quest that comes out will also have its own missions that you can claim in the missions section on the home screen. So it's important to clear all of the event quests with your own party and the same quests in Multi for the maximum amount of rewards. Lastly, I wanted to cover the selection quest, which is a semi-recent addition to War of the Visions. As you are aware, there are different rarity of units in the game, N through UR. The selection quests are unique quests with unique rewards that are only available for specific element teams with MR or lower unit rarities. These quests offer a unique challenge and can be quite difficult, but as I said, the rewards can be very nice. If we take a look at the light selection quest, which is the first element that was added, we can see that I have 10 missions unlocked. Please note, some selection quests may even have extra missions that provide unique pieces of equipment. These missions range from a very low difficulty all the way up to pretty difficult, so you'll need to ensure that your elemental party is getting stronger as you progress through the quests. When you complete the first quest for each of the available selection quests, you'll earn a special UR unit. For the light selection quests, this unit's name is Camilla. One thing to note about the selection quest is you're able to use the UR unit you obtained from the initial quest in all of the selection quests for that element. For example, you can only use light MR or lower units and Camilla, the UR unit obtained from the first selection quest to complete the light selection quests. On top of a free UR unit, there are element-specific awakening material, job materials, and more for completing these quests. As I mentioned, these selection quests are adding new quests all the time, and there's no time limit to complete them, so take them on as you can. Alright, well, I think that covers the Farplane and what it has to offer for the most part for this video. There's still a bit more to cover for the game, so please stay tuned for future videos. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Until then, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!